Well, we started in 1999 not as a list company, but as a company that was focused on corporate training vendors and getting them prospects. We would cold call the companies that fit our customers' target market, drill into the organizations, and find out where the training projects were. That was what we did. That was the whole business for Mentor Tech Group. And every time we'd get ready to sign a deal with a new customer, they'd say the same thing. Boy, we hope you have a good list, because we sure can't find one. And it was like, well, we don't have a list. You have to provide us with a list. And they'd say, well, who do you recommend? We can't find a list of training decision makers. And, for 3 years, we happened to use every list in the marketplace, whatever our customer bought. And so we became expert users of the lists in the marketplace. What happened was, when we had a couple of customers, it was in 2001, a couple of e-learning customers that had been really prodding us to build them a list. And we'd say, no, that's not our business. And then 9/11 happened. And when 9/11 happened, the entire training industry came to a screeching halt, including our business. And the way we have always executed our business model from the beginning is we have seasoned veterans who make the phone calls, people who've been in training for a long, long time. And after 9/11, we couldn't afford to have them just sitting around doing nothing. So we thought, what can we do to keep them busy? Let's build a list. We can make a couple of customers happy, and when the economy comes back, we'll get back to our core business, prospecting. What happened was, in January of 2002, we had finished building a list for the Fortune 1000, got the list out to the two customers that had been asking us to do it, and they both came back almost immediately and said, this is exactly what we have been searching for years. What else can we buy? And everybody that we had ever talked to that was a training vendor over the years said the same thing. We can't find a good list of people. So we thought, maybe it's not so bad being a list company. The interesting thing is I did not want to become a list company because I had a lot of baggage with list companies. I had been burnt by list companies. We were a user of the lists. And the best lists we ever used had 25% errors. Those are the best ones. And then the ones that were, of the contacts that were correct, it wasn't even the right contacts. So we made a decision, number one, to expand beyond the Fortune 1000, and number two, to be very aggressive about keeping the information up to date. So flash forward to today, there's about 18,000 contacts from almost 6,000 companies. Every single piece of information got there as a result of a personal conversation with one of our prospect development specialists who came out of training and is in a very good position to make a judgment call that this person belongs or does not belong on the list. Further, every 4 months, we go through that entire list and re-verify, revalidate every single contact over the phone, and the average change rate is 25%. And so what's funny is we have evolved into a company that's most valuable service is not the first list we deliver, but the ongoing updates that we provide, because companies that have at least 1,000 contacts from us get free updates. As a matter of fact, the very first time when we became a list company in late 2001, early 2002, it was, here's your list, see you later, goodbye. We thought, okay, we've done it. We've built a list. And then we realized, we went through it 6 months down the line, and we went through to see what had changed, and we were astonished at the change rate. And I thought, oh no, how are we going to do this? I mean, at that time, we didn't realize that we were going to become a service company whose major product was not the list we first delivered, but the continual updates of those lists. Because the fact of the matter is the training people are moving all the time, and you've got to stay on top of it. It's not like, oh, we've got the list, we're all set now. You've got to keep that list up to date. Your people need to be talking to the right people 6 months from now as much as they need to be talking to the right people today.